but it's November the 9th, Monday. We got some great new specials to tell you about today. First, we're going to start off with some black sea bass. Now, generally a very expensive fish. The price actually just recently went down a bit. So, much more affordable right now, generally because it's in the middle of the season. These are from Massachusetts. Now, these guys are jumbos, about 2 to 5 pounders. They're great for ceviches as well as any, very mild cooking techniques that don't overpower the flavor of this really delicate fish. Now, another great special we have that we don't really see too often is large squid. Now, usually the squid you see are between 3 to 5 inches, but these are about 8 to 12 inches, and you can just see the quality on these guys are phenomenal. I mean, the coloring is still on these. Generally for squid, how it goes is they start off red like this, and then they start losing their color and turn white. But after that, they start turning red again when they start going bad. So these are actually in the peak of their freshness and really good for any crudo dish you might want to try. If you've ever had any fear of eating raw squid, this would be the time to get it. Now, another great special from our local guys is the mackerels. Now, we have some great Boston mackerel. Now, these guys are very inexpensive, great grilled. Usually you see these in a lot of Japanese preparations. And we also have the Spanish mackerel. Now, these guys are generally larger. They're very fast swimming fish, so they have very high fat, but are really great grilled or any method that's gonna try to take advantage of that oily flesh. But both are pretty inexpensive and have a great yield, so it's a good way to go. Now, another great special we have coming from South America is the Corvina. Now, these guys come in head off and gutted, generally because it costs a lot of money to ship extra weight that we don't need or eat. So the head and the tails are lopped off, as well as the guts, which give you a better yield. But these guys are known as Mexican sea bass, and they are great for ceviches and are used primarily for that down south. But I'm sure you can find a good use for these. Now, another thing I wanted to show you guys was the scallops. Now, we have these live scallops, which you see pretty often from us. These are beautiful right now. They're rubber banded shut to keep the freshness. However, as I was walking through the shellfish room, I saw the shut scallops we have, the U10s now. The quality on these are amazing. I mean, you can see that they're practically caught yesterday. They're still almost alive. The quality is great, and that's where you know your money is going when you're paying the $22 for scallops. Now, another special we have that just started are the Peconic Bay scallops. A lot of you guys know the Nantucket Bay scallops, but Peconic Bay is just right next door. So it's practically the same scallop. Generally, they're a little cheaper, but at the beginning of the season, they're about the same price. But right now, the Peconic scallops are running. The size on these are about 31/40s, and they're a great way to go. Very sweet. If you've never had them, they're in season for just a few weeks out of the year, so you want to get these as soon as you can. Now, I wanted to show you guys these other scallops right here. Now, a lot of you guys ask, well, what are dip scallops or what are wet scallops? Well, you can see the color difference in the two scallops here. And dip scallops are dipped in a chemical called sodium tripolyphosphate. Now, you generally see that in chicken when they do, value added or water added. Now, that's what that means. They dip it in a sodium solution, and the meat actually sucks up all that salt water and makes it plump and keeps the shelf life a lot longer. However, when you go to sear it, the water comes out and it makes it harder to put that sear on there. So I just wanted to show you guys what dip scallops are versus dry scallops, as you can see the difference. Now, thanks for joining us at Wild Edibles Warehouse. Have a great week.